Wrestling fans, thanks for clicking today's dreaded D-Rose report. Alright, well, let me tell you, Raw old school last night to me was half old school, half new school. But it was out of the ordinary. It's something good. I know, I kind of liked it, but let me know what you thought about it. Did you like the old school? Should they have more old school? Should they have do away with new school? Or should they get a collection up and get Hacksaw Jim Duggan some new wrestling shorts? Whew. Oh, them are the worst in the industry, and he keeps wearing those things. Oh man, I'll see what I can do, Hacksaw. Anyway. Hey, after Friday's episode of SmackDown, the ratings was like 1.96 with about 2.8 million viewers. Old school episode of Raw, by the way, it was sold out. Not on TV, but at the arena. And now I know you're going to have to think back. Remember Tough Enough? Remember who won? Andy Levine? Well, anyway, he's now attempting to join NFL this year, according to FIUsports.com. He wants to become a football player. I hope his attitude's better than it was at wrestling. WWE's website has an exclusive video of Vince McMahon and Triple H presenting the birthday girl, Mae Young, with her own Diva title, and her name is even on it. They noted that Stephanie had made it for Mae, I guess, and Vince and Triple H called her the greatest Diva champion of all time, Mae. And Mae also joked about how she's going to wrestle Stephanie when she's 100. And Vince joked that his money's on Mae. And, well, let's see, that would make Stephanie close to, I better not say, she might be listening to this. I don't remember how old she is right now. But anyway, they also noted during the chat that Stephanie wasn't at Raw last night because one of the kids were sick. Motherhood calls. And dark main event after last night's Raw went off the air in Buffalo. Saw Ryback, Sheamus, and Cena defeat Rollins, Ambrose, and Reigns by a disqualification, though. Before the match and after Raw ended, a segment for Raw Active, the Shield entered the arena, laid out Big Show with a triple powerbomb. This led to the dark main event. And then the Shield caused the DQ by using the steel chair. Cena, Ryback, and Sheamus also hit their finishing moves on all of them. To end the show, sent everybody home happy. Triple H commented on the New Outlaws after last night's Raw. He said, I just watched New Outlaws, Road Dogg and Billy Gunn. He says, goosebumps. Awesome. He says, and if you're not down with that, you can have sex with yourself or something like that. Anyway, Stephanie also tweeted after last night's Raw about words to Brock Lesnar. She says, time to play the game, Brock. WrestleMania. And I guess that told him, huh? WWE shop site has a new Antonio Cesaro t-shirt for you two fans. I actually like him. I think he's kind of funny. And he could get it. As soon as he gets a good personality, he'll be all right. The WWE champion The Rock left last night in Buffalo and flew back to Panama, presumably to film or finish filming his reality show Hero, which I've never seen. Rock tweeted, he says, 2:56 a.m. just landed Central America, Panama from Buffalo, New York. Sleep? Ain't got no time for that. Cardio starts now. The legend Honky Tonk Man tweeted the following about his return to Raw last night. Had a wonderful time at Old School Raw. Everyone was so nice. Great guys in the locker room. Future looks good for them. Now, there for a while, Honky and WWE, they weren't speaking for a while. So, hey, he could be a soon shoe-in for Hall of Famer. Vince tweeted following about missing chance last night. Sheamus, Sheamus, I don't know what I said. Anyway, Sheamus tweeted the following about missing out on a chance for Undertaker. He says, Old School Raw, that sneak thief punk pinned the Viper and now faces Taker. Should have been my slot of WrestleMania. The streak will prevail. In other news, he says Undertaker now calls his streak the streak RKO related typo. horse burgers. I think they've been having a lot of horse burgers over in Europe, the way I've read. All right, extra for the Raws. Elimination Chamber DVD to 2013 is going to be Matt Striker's interview with Jack Swagger and Zeb Colter, plus a pre-show match with Tensai and Clay taking on Sandown Rhodes. Best Buy's exclusive on Blu-ray will feature several segments from the February 11th Raw and February 15th SmackDown. I guess they just do that just to throw it in because we already seen it. Zack Ryder, he debuted new gear last night on Old School Raw. The back of his trunk say, if you couldn't read it, push me. I thought it would say kick me, but not right. WWE champion The Rock wrote the following on Twitter last night after Old School. He says, tonight's Raw crowds with energy off the charts. It's a very, very special connection we have. Our bond. Bring it. As noted before, the Shield took Big Show out after last night's Raw. Roman Reigns commented about the attack. He says, when you believe you can do anything, tonight we lifted a giant. Power of belief. Zeb Colter's now on Twitter at WWE Zeb. Here's some of the tweets I guess he did. I was talking about Jack Swagger. Del Rio commented a crime tonight, or committed a crime tonight. His trial, sentencing, and justice arrives April 7th. We the people. And has got Jack Swagger again. Swagger is a real American, a man who speaks English and pays taxes. If you don't belong, move along. And again, he talks about Swagger. When the truth is spoken, eyes open. Zeb and Swagger will not be silenced. We the people. I'm kind of tired of hearing that already. Anyway, tonight's WWE SmackDown taping is taking place at the Times Union Center, Albany, New York. Confirmed for tonight's show is going to be Ziggler taking on Del Rio in a non-title match. No other matches have been announced for tonight's taping. If Ziggler's taking on Del Rio for a non-title match, the champion's not going to win. As we noted, by the way, WWE's planning on producing a Bruno Sammartino DVD. One idea is to have the camera crew following during WrestleMania 29 weekend to document his return to the company. It's said that Bruno and Triple H are getting along great over the weekend at the Arnold Classics. Kofi Kingston spoke to Matt Striker on Raw Active last night. I don't know if you guys have been, got that Raw Active app, but it's worth it. Kofi was upset about Fandango postponing his debut. Kofi called Fandango a male ballerina sissy. That does kind of piss you off, don't it, when you expect them to see, even though they're just messing with us, Fandango, see what the hell he's got. Nothing. Striker also spoke to WWE diva Caitlyn, and she answered a fan question. Why is she now using the spear? She talked about how she looked up to Bill Goldberg and his spear when she was younger. When she was younger and looking up to Goldberg. Ooh. Anyway, WWE website has video Triple H and BG James and Billy Gunn reuniting backstage at the Old School Raw. James said the NAO has never been apart, so they really can't have a reunion. Triple H joined them and told Matt Striker to beat it. And he did. James talked about last week's brawl with Brock and brought up the infamous wet spot that fans noticed in the seat of Triple H's pants. Triple H mentioned that he will never go into the ring again with a full bladder, acknowledging that he had an accident. I never brought that up on a week ago Monday's Raw, but when he kind of jumped on Brock, that big a wet spot. I guess it was a wet spot. I don't know. Anyway, WWE.com cameras caught up with Paul Heyman last night. Heyman said it's an honor for The Undertaker to face Punk at WrestleMania, not the other way around. Another source has confirmed a former, I changed the channel on you, TNA, Knockout Rosita, is on the WWE radar. No word yet if she got a tryout before last night's Raw in Buffalo, but it's may not happen until tonight, maybe on SmackDown in Albany. And as seen on last night's Raw, Road Dogg and Billy Gunn reunited to defeat Primo Epico, which it's bad for an older team to defeat the newer team. I mean, who else are they going to face now? In a Raw active video, Rhodes and Sandow requested time to issue a challenge. They knocked the New Age Outlaws and issued the challenge for next week's Raw. So, before I get out of here, do you think they ought to do some more old schools? Or leave it alone? I was hoping Iron Sheik would be there. Let me know what you thought. Hey, thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.